We are going to play some very okay. Let's open my stuff up here. For the ones who are curious, I didn't make it in the tournament. I got like 1150th, but I only like played the Hanson, so like I wasn't really trying. I do have new emotes. I have. I was going to buy, or like I was going to let someone else do the design. It might come later, perhaps for the tier 1 emotes and the tier 2 subscription. I will buy just like just a channel overhaul. I might buy someone for that. But let's jump into a game right here. If the mic is off, if the audio is off, just let me know, because I have bought, or like it's not a, like it's technically a new mic, but it's basically the same mic, but like not 10 years old. Just hoping that the quality is just better. I can hear the difference as well. Oh, that is nice. Getting skipped here already. The count Punkat here and local rate here. But it's a seed windpool, so. This looked average, right? I think it looked average. Yeah, kinda. It's just a muscle one, basically. Not that it's really bad, but like it's just very average here as well. So you don't really have to play differently because they're average. Okay, my team elements did work here. Really nice. Well, my if I ever like switch categories or something, like I probably like I'm usually in this category, but it's just such a pain switching it up. Still have like one emote slot, so I will see what kind of emote I want to add on my last emote slots, or maybe move some as well. I just made them in like 1 hour. Um, you can test them out for yourself, or like I have some 5 free ones. That is Tritoras. Wait. Oh, Tritoras. Fantastic. Probably just and like one save down here. Very nice. It's that's the 4th Nijman. So like if we have to defend against a player, it's going to be Toyman, because the hand is overall it's going to be more expensive than the Riichi. With like 4 Toras count, 3 Toras. The deal in value is like only 4,800 or something like that. It even drops like to 4,000 points if if all the Toras are out, or even lower than that. The 6 months are Nakasuchi. In the worst case, you have to put like a 3 so here, but the monster seems pretty safe. And then we have the 4P Nakasuchi, but the monster 6 months are just better. 6P, one so there. We can try 6P, but there's no need here. So 6 months, 6 months. Yeah, just 6 months, 6 months. I don't think the pin should use in. I think they have, but like, do they have a sample to resell something? Let's not test it. Like, it's really weird if they have a 2-5, so keeping the one so they are. I'm figuring out what the hat is actually. Where is it? Mm, do so pair with like 34-7 so. I'm not sure. Like I can't read the hat. Some people can read where the pair is, but like I don't have the resources, so I haven't really practiced that at all. And it's usually also not important where the pair is because it never tunes in, or it sometimes tunes into a sample. But they can have a 2-throw or 3-throw sample. Yeah, I think they have like a 4-7 so, but it's like one chance now on the 4-7 so, and that's a 7, so it's not 4-7 so. Those, if the one so is connected, they have a 2 or 3 so, but I don't know what they have. Oh, they got a 1 from the 135, yeah, to touching the 2-5 so here on the right. It's kind of a mediocre Riichi here on the right. It's just Riichi no me against Mangan basically. Uh, uh, Yeah, let's just got one two man here. Like the source code just is so bad. The east is the new Tora. Yeah, that goes my eight. You have the con emote here. The emotes are so small. Like I knew they would be small, but it's just you almost can't see what I'm trying to. The names are ultra that. This is also the new Tora. Hmm. Like we can definitely push it, but like if it goes in, we are down 8k. You don't want to pin this message, no. I can pin new emotes. Oh, I can pin it actually. So people know that we have emotes. Um, okay, it passed, it passed. So there's not like nothing that we can do here anyway. Gee, to be that is E something. The shapes are so bad here. The full one is pretty safe, but I'll temp it on like the 6-9 so it's the scope. It's um and if it's all like a pincer, we can't even like we can cut a 2-pin on a pincer throw, because other pincer are not cutting dropped here. The 36p, for example, no thank you. Although, like, if it goes in, it's not too expensive anyway. I do think they have a Tsunami there. They can, of course, have one AK to that, AK 15, but I don't think they have more than 240 full. Um, Another East. Not too worried about those discuss for the tanky on our East something. This is. The hand is just so bad, but we are dealer here, and we just missed our double east here. Wait, naam Teitashi? Wait, was it? Wait, it was a Teitashi, right? Am I crazy or am I blind? Doesn't make any sense, to be honest. And it's probably monster. But it's not a donkey because there would be a future non-donkey there. Um, my double easy Doras. Disaster. I have a disaster emote. They are not. They. What are they doing? Are they not even tempeh? They are with a gun. That's the last nine, so. No way, right? Okay, like. There's a KB5 man, but it honestly doesn't help. It only things that it does is makes our other suits more dangerous, especially the social shape. The resources are dead here, but it's gonna be no 10 here. Yeah, and it's gonna be no 10. Just any tile here. Uh, no, they actually are template, yeah. Could have, well, we could have got a 4 pin and that into like, but it would be more expensive. It would be more expensive than the one by. No, it wouldn't. It would be 100. It would be 1,300 if we try to Sashikomi there. Mm. If the audio settings are not good, let me know now, people. Like just in case I change the settings, or I change some setup things for the mic. So if you can't hear me, or if you can't hear me, you can type as well. But uh, mm, let's see. Sounds good to me. Okay, hey noob skills. Like I didn't do major changes. What I just did, like I had like a 10-year-old microphone or like some headset Apple thing, and I just bought a new one. I might buy a full mic later on, uh, when I have more money. But I thought like this one was like already like 10 years old, or perhaps around 10 years old, I estimate. So I thought it might be just time for a new one. Classic. Imagine cutting 9 so there for the thunder. Imagine. But like the seventh row here gives us painful. Well, I don't know what we do on the seventh. Oh, this is so mediocre. Oh my god. What are we going to do with tutoras? Ah, you have 3 emotes by the way, so you don't even have to. You only have to follow me, I think. Uh, for the emotes, I don't. I think you have to follow me for the emotes. And then you can spam them in other people's chat. I want more Mahjong related. I have some accounting related, or like I have a master in accounting, and I have like text things in as like the teams as well. Um, But those won't get spammed in other people's set. But maybe like 2-month tax. No, that's the Chinkan again. Our hand is so mediocre. Hey, Fluff, we made some emotes, some very 5 minutes emotes. 5 minutes for an emote. Our hand sucks, and we just turned into an Ipatsu here. Mm. Couple Easter. I don't wanna get tilts against it. There is like a fire emote, and then the disaster one has like you can't even see it, and like 120 by 120 pixels, but there is a slight difference. There's an additional effect in the disaster one, but you have to zoom in order to see it, so it's not that great. On the... Oh my god, but wait, is it? No, it's not. Wait, no, it's not Hanuman. The con actually didn't do that much, but we are still dead last year. The classic. Now it's surely we will be hitting the sub goal because we have emotes now, right, Fluffy? We surely hit the sub goal now because of the emotes. Although like the past ones are... No, I didn't. I turned into a Ipatsu. It was either 7-7 or Mangon here on the left. I can't remember if they had like painful Ipatsu, 2 Toras or 1 Tora, but that can't be bothered. Can't be bothered. Like we were Tempai on 2 Toras on a constant stage, but against a non-Tila, and even against a Tila Riichi. Like we didn't even have safe tower, so it was just a clear push. Like on the Tila, we could go 9-9 so perhaps and try to get a good weight, get open thunder 2 Toras for slightly lower risk exposure. Been watching for a while here. Here's my content stacks. Thank you, Noob Skills, for the 500 bits. I honestly don't really know what the bits do. Sorry, I have seen it on other channels, but I don't know what it does for me. But I think it's like $5, but I don't know where I get it, or I don't know how. But thank you so much for the tax, the content tax. I will it's $5, right? I think uh the- it's monetization. Where can I see it? I don't even know where I can find on my Twitch. Yeah, it's $1 per 100 bits. I will increase the sub goal by one, and because especially one sub worth of money, or like it's more because I don't think Twitch take like 60% of it, but I actually don't know how it works, but I will increase the sub goal by that soon. Oh, the Tama Pinfos beginner canon. We do want some emote because I still have like 1 slot left and I might just play some. I have basically 2 the same one, the Tune Fire and the Tune the Sus emote basically the same thing. Do you have any suggestions for an emote? Love, do you hear the new mic settings? You probably don't, but you probably don't know what says. No, not really. Okay, that is fine. That is fine. Like I just thought I will just buy a replacement for the current like headset thingy, and then if I get more money, like to work, not in Twitch, like I don't like any money off of Twitch, but het is Cheeto's something. Oh wait, it's not something. Wait, it's two something. Ah,
リーチ
yeah. Yeah, it's sad. Yeah, I know what the earnings breakdown is, but it's currently like I haven't been paid, or like I haven't received any money from Twitch yet. That is the revenue section for you, noob skills. It's at like 0 cents an hour. Yeah, it's sad. It's really hard to find the revenue for sure. It's very hard. It's at a park or something. Twitch, there's a park. It's a 0, and people are paying taxes on my stream, and there's nothing in for us. I wonder how much like Ralph or like the other Mahjong streamers make. Or like, it's probably kind of the same amount. I think it's roughly the same amount. But like they can't make any less for sure. Like they can't. Oh no, we don't have an 8-pin here. I can see what's I made a mistake. Hmm. Ah. It's not a Sansaku, not even a Pinfu.
ドラドラマンガン
Dude, why are we always lost? I need to also like the set emote is such a good emote, but I need some emote that could contest the sets emotes. You have a interesting hand. Well, the Peru's either with the Tora, or we can get some painful hands. 567 Sansaku is very hard. We are down more than Manganshima. Hey, that's there. We can just print this message. We can just print this one. Are we ever going to reach this Tora? Like, this is a two-hand hand with Riichi Pinfu. And like, if we don't even hit the Ura, the Tora is definitely worth keeping, but
あ失
probably
敗し
not
ちゃったかも
here. We just have a Pinfu. Naimon isn't even done now here. New emotes. If you zoom in, there is a slight difference, but I made it like 30% transparent. No, I didn't make all of them within 5 minutes. I spent like an hour on like, but I spent a lot of time on the fire one, and then the other ones are
沈めねば
like the all the Tao emotes, the tune with the tune Tao in. I made that one was just copy paste basically, but the other ones I had to draw myself, and I have to come up with some ideas as well. You do have to hover over them to see the difference, but you
いけにゃいドラ猫が
this hand is so incredibly sad. But there are two indicators again. This is the third con of the game. There were two cons here on the left, and then
リーチ
my best.
リーチ
The classic. You have also this emote. Wait, I wasn't paying attention. 5 pin. I think 5 pin. I don't see anything else. It's also Nakatsuchi. But we want to defend against Kamitsa, but the pins are definitely like safer against Shima. It's going to be this 9 shell. It's like 1 chance, double 1 chance here. The 5 pin is now 1 chance, but it's the Akatora. Oh my god, the Ura to the.
マンガン
Is it just that the emotes are so incredibly small, which I like? It's I like when I make them, they are kind of big. Like I don't want to go like 112 by 112 big, but you actually see a lot more when you're making them. And then the emotes just to get used to. I don't know how many pixels the emote is here, but I the details are really dead. There aren't that many details to be honest. I think Twitch is kind of generous that they have like 5 free slots, so you can use them when you're a follower, uh, and then you can spam them in anyone's chat. And then I have like, unfortunately, paywalled not like subscription-based emotes. Wait, can we wait? We can
リーチ
set that in the. We can adjust it in the settings as well. Community is rewards by viewers, I think. Community content. Wait, viewer rewards that is. Let's try to play this game first. And then we will be looking for the power-ups and channel things. Because you can also get emotes.
ロン
Mangan? Is it a Mangan animation? It is.
ドラドラ
And look, a random sub emote is 320. But I can make it way cheaper. Let's just add it to 100. Let's just set it to 50. I don't want to paywall. Wait, it must be 80 points at least. Okay, it's now 80 points. Because you can't set it lower. Unlock a random sub emote, only 80 points. N- And then you, like almost everyone can have access to the emotes basically. Because it's only 80 tune points for an emote and for a random sub emote. Hmm, yeah, you just have to pull it and then throw Tora, right? At least we are not that far behind. We are not too far behind now, but we are only down to 5,000 points in South 1 here. We got the 241 because the social can still technically upgrade, but uh, there's one 5 so now. The 4-man will have to go next turn. Give me. If we get a green dragon, are we just Honitsu now? It's kind of awkward, but it's just that we really try to get a Mansu Honitsu, and now we might have a Sosu Honitsu. Uh, but it's kind of, it's just unfortunate that the 5-star is weak. The Sampon is okay here. How to Sunpei to test? The thing is, this Tora is almost the same style here anyway. And if he Teitashi like a one show later, he might actually show that we have an Honitsu. So we don't want to Teitashi this North Wind. Because it might show later on that we might have the Honitsu, but like no one expects a social Honitsu here. Like no one expects a social Honitsu. They can put me forward in like Prince and Manse technically, so they can technically read my social needs. Especially with this Aka draw. Uh, but with the Naiso too, so like Master 1s, Master 2s, and Master 3s are not going to read my whole needs here. Let's keep the guaranteed save down, although the sunset that deals into tournament here. The 5-star is kind of an issue though. The 5-star is the is kind of an issue. But the 7-1 wasn't any better. The 7-1 was almost dead as well. This North would be good to have here with 8 so cards with the sample green North. And then we have a run gun here for the 5 so 7 so. You're not even Tempai.
ここからが本番って感
You
じ
have the height.
つも
Nah, come on. That is stupid, Aka.
タンヤオドラに
Orosu is a miss or Sangan. We weren't even Tempeh, Fluff, so we didn't miss anything. We missed Tempeh. We're not going to throw at some East Something hand here. Shout at Kamin. Who needs the sources is the thing that we have here, but it is what it is, right? But we don't have Tora acceptance now, but we have it later on. Fluffy, what do you want for the last 2 emote slot? Or we can replace the tune file. one, and we have one more slot. I want a Riichi related one, but I kind of run out of ideas. Well, I can just look at like Ralph his emote slots and just copy him. I can just copy him. You could use, but they are in the 70v emotes. They are in the 70v emotes as well. So like I don't need them. You can add them. You can even add those Mahjong Soul emotes. You can actually cut a Fuso here. It's kind of funny. But if we get a Haku here, it's Mangan anyway, or it's fake Mangan. But we should yeah, but not for the main emote slots. You can use them on the 70v. Who is for his emotes. It's kind of sad that we don't have our the second Zakuhai here, but it is what it is. You can still pawn here for the 1-4 so. Or the 2-5 so, but it's probably 2-5 so, because the 1-4 so is dead. But we are not going to switch to the Sabo if we draw any of those stars. We are stuck on this ramen here for 6 stars. And there we go. Wait, it's enough. Okay, we are out. That is actually pretty good. That is pretty good. We are just out. We actually got extra full on the Teriso. It's Takame Teriso. But it like in terms of rank points, tilt is tilt basically. We were a bit distracted this Hansan, but we still managed to get an S rank. I can check how much money I made, or like if it's still 0, but I don't want to check it. Like I know it's 0. I don't have to pay taxes if I don't have income. Easy. Easy. Don't pay taxes when you don't have income. Here in the Netherlands, we can vote in a couple of weeks. And there are a lot of interesting ideas now on the ballot. But I'm not sure what I'm going to vote. But we have a lot of choice here in the Netherlands. We have like 28 parties which we can vote for. But realistically, you only vote for like 10 parties, or like you have like the remaining 18 parties. Basically, they get some votes, but they aren't like like I don't want to say they don't make any difference, but they are kind of the artists for the show, or like just to push one standpoint, push one narrative into the into the room basically. But I think you can realistically vote for 10 different parties in the Netherlands, and then there are like 18 more which you like if you want to just vote for a random party, you can vote for one of the others. Um, you have a Tanjau tutora here. We can get a tutora 5 so pawn here. I think we have to take it, but it's not that pretty. But it just looks in the 7,700. So that is really nice. And the shape is kind of weak. It is almost a Chi. If we had guaranteed Tandao, I would probably try to Chi that for the shape upgrade. But here, it just doesn't do enough, this 5-month Chi. Um, the 2-month row is way better there. And then 4-pin easy Chi. The 4-0 probably, the 6-0 is weaker. The 6-0 is kinda weaker here. The 4-0 is the indicator here. Yeah, we have a profit and a discount one. I like the rank up emote is that, but it's like the profit related. And if you see the euro sign is like a tune or like it has like the same tune elements. Hmm. Like it's just that we can really expect to get a 4-0 next here from Kamita. And we have enough value to open. But it is kinda mediocre, especially with this one pin. No way, they need another 7. Nah, the 7 is fine actually, but the one pin was kinda a push. The one pin was a bit of a push, but it's a non-tilo, so can't even chunk on. Imagine if he goes car or like in person if we can and imagine if we just go wrong. Like wonder if they notice. Because it's but probably not a great idea. We don't really want to reset. No. Do we want it? No, I think we have an above average hand, so if Simon says it's the last West, we don't want to play the West here. We have Thorax as we have on Aka, we just have a painful hand. So it's just fine to try to not cut the West first turn. He had like useless terminals here as well. For a pin, please. There are some Sananko transfers, but we have to get the Riichi Tuturas on the ramen, of course. Yeah, classic. The 1, 2, 3 here. 4P next side, 4P next. Can we count to 4? Can we count to 4? Yeah, we can count to 4. Easy. Wait, we should have kept that. Yeah, we should have kept that. 5 pin. Mm. We should have kept that. We have like a horrible sample here. Moderate. Moderate. We knew the three like we will. Really? Sorry, man. Yeah. Spectating here. We have a good hand though. The Dora is really awkward here. least no each one tier in kiosk. It's gonna be so sad if you go this down for one Han, but it's actually quite realistic, or like it's quite possible that we only get one Han here. Uh, because like this 14 is just a chi, and then we have to top the Torah a lot of the time, and then we have a one Han hand here, contesting Torment. You can skip this one though. We have like too many ramen that we are just better off skipping. Like the swapping doesn't solve all panel shape, but the other ramens are just so weak to cool. Because we are just better off throwing a towel, and if we complete one, it's just great. And then we are moving towards a close hand potentially as well. Mm. This has to be 7 mon here. Fixing the ramen here, and then the 244 mon can give us stun now. The 778 pin can give us stun now as well. Ah, and we are out. Do you know like Icy Phoenix Cold emotes? They are tempeh across. Here's like a laundry emote perhaps. The folding emote. I can add that perhaps, but I don't know how to what kind of emote. Yes, a person is uh falling down basically, falling down. Uh, that is his fault emote. Um, uh, like I was going to think about like some Chun Donkey emote, but it's just way too hard to like. I can have like a Chun Guide emote, Chun Teachings emote. I can make that work. I have some idea for that. Dorman is full pushing there. I don't know how high the teal in rate is here, but it's a sushi trap here. But they will need see anyway. They know me, really? They know me that? No way. That is an easy break there. If you see the hand, they have Thorax Raptors versus 3 man, they can get the Itse as well. I actually do think Torment has like 16%, but they are saying too. They must have had a Mangan there. They must have had a Mangan. I know some Mahjong Soul streamers do the autistic ones, right? You know that I do my own emotes. Give me a no, not that. I don't even want to take the ease on them because it's going to be Riichi no me bad weight here. And even on the 114 it's kind of mediocre. We are just better off throwing like a Sabwa tune here, and then we have an easy Mangon, right? Let's spawn this and try to get Honitsu. We have a good monster save which we can see. We can like double see. Yeah, we can see that. We can see that. I was like, is this the Peka? No, but it isn't. I was more thinking about the 4 and 6 month see, but the 3 month is fine as well. They sell the out. I should I should sell this emote. I should sell my emotes as well. Wait, that's a genius idea. They should sell this one. The text emote. So people do the Texas. It's kind of unfortunate that we already have a north there because it is a keep over the south, but we can't wait on the north. We are not going to wait on the north. Will we see like a Naiman here? I don't think so. I don't think we are seeing like a Naiman here. I think we are just waiting for Tempe. And if we saw like a monster, like a 7-man, we can always tank it soon. He's something. The 369 man is actually pretty dead. If we get a 4-man, are we going to be on a Tune Tanky? I actually think if we get a 4-man to roll here, you're actually going to be on the Tune Tanky, but we will see. Like the 369 is just garbage, so we can just discard this 3 here. Diamond Sushi. Like the owners are still pretty alive. With yeah, I think you are right, Fluffy. But it's not wait. Are the east dead? One, two. No, the norths are dead. Wait, are the norths dead? Yeah, the norths are dead. So it's not a Kokushi, so we don't have to worry about Torment. Pumping. No, mate. No. Give me my 3-man pack. We want our 3-man right now. No. No, we don't even have the Tune Tanky here. Disaster. The wrong town, the wrong dragon. Friendly cut, friendly cut. It's like it's like it can easily deal into the Mangan here if it with the Rakuhai with 2 Rakuhai on each it just goes into the Mangan so often here. It's mm, you have like 3 double cash wins here. Yeah, Penson is not a block. Penson is just not a block, right? Penson is not a block. Is iemand wel een rough loose streak? Are they? They will be losing more for sure. Oh, they had like 5 wars pretty fast here. We have just an easy one. Perhaps she needs 1, 2, 3, 4. We need what like a 4 pin here. Mm, it technically helps for the toy, but it does kind of ruin our acceptance. In like 7, 18, it does ruin our acceptance, but I'm going to pawn everything anyway. Uh, oh no, it's going to be Pakahon. Going to be Pakahon. It's Pakahon here. We can chunk on ourselves, right? If we get a 5 pin into a 6 pin, we can chunk on ourselves. For the extra Raku. Imagine able to chunk on yourself for 1 extra hand though. Imagine if that worked like that. It would be so standard, but it is unfortunately just me here and like we can throw like a 5 pin, 6 pin to get a Chinitsu here. We can pawn 2, 3 here for the toy. Any gunners here? Any gunner teams? Okay, there are no gunner teams. Just run. Hey, just run. Just take the win. It's so sad though, but it's like 4,000 points, but it's it's so sad. It's actually extra food. The extra food actually does help because if it wasn't, I was just going to press the count button. Would you ever got the Maslow? Like it's just the problem that we have a six ping pong. Like it's just that is really the issue. And then like we can't really call any pings for our tempai as well because they are so clumped up in the lower end. Um, I don't think we can really west, especially because it's like 1,300 each still. Because it's like 4,000 points, which is still a pretty good hand, or 3,900. It's still a pretty good hand. It's like a medium hand. Like the medium hands, I would consider 3,900 towards like the 6,000 points are medium hands basically. Uh, but perhaps as non-dealer, if we needed more value, if it like was each one, I might, I might try to con, or I don't know. I think con is better than best, but because you can still pull to leaping for the total Honitsu for the manga, and you have extra food, you might hit like the extra food is also pretty big. It's 60 full, so basically you have 3 Han, you have basically 3 Han on the gun. It's 5,800 on the, oh, 2,000 each. What's the idea here? Like, if we want upgrades, it's going to be 8-9 so, but if we just want temper, it's going to be like some monster cut here. And I don't think we can upgrade. Like, I don't think, like, if we had some painful chances with this 8-9 so, with like a 6-month rule or something, we might got 8-9, but I think we are just stuck on the Nomi. We can't even painful here. Mm, Tsushima Kiri. Like it was early enough, we could got 9-8 so for Pinfu Ipeko. But here there is no Pinfu, so we don't have to cut a 5 so. There's nothing here, like that is just a Nomi hand. It's just a Nomi hand. If we get Riichi in, we're going to grab some tea. We can get like a 4 pin here. Like I was thinking about the 3-4-5 Sansaku, of course, but like we have to get a double slide and the 4 man, and then like it's just not going to happen. It's just not going to happen. We can just score easy. Like we can just see for Kaiten here. Our hand is like worthless, so we can actually see already. Like the lower the hand value, the earlier you can go for Kaiten. You can Kaiten test 2-on-1 if you have like a horrible hand as well. And this is really bad for us, like, but at least the 19 is safe, but the chase is so mediocre. Like the 1-man is kinda okay for the Nakatsuchi 4-man, but it's not Nakatsuchi against us. And then you have like the 5-man Riichi. But if we had like 3 Toras here, he would try to get a 5-man into the Riichi for the 2-man here, but 5 so is interesting here on the left. Are they muscle one? 15% deal in rate, so they're probably not Tempai. If they only have like 10% deal in rate, they would be Tempai on this price. But not too worried on the like on the high deal in rate. Uh, yeah, I don't even think we are going to push this AP on
どう
Tempai.
これ
I
が
don't
時
think
の
we are
時
even
代
pushing
な
this
んです
AP
の
on Tempai. Because we do have a marginal lead here. We do have a slight lead. Hmm. Let's just got the save tower here. This HL is Suchi. And now I can put if they want to tea and then feed me the tea to tonight the high taste.
脳天
Seeing 7p with a tune pair here on the right with an Ura Suchi. But we held all the forces, most of them. Didn't even get a reach in here. South one here. We do have a slight lead here. One to the very straightforward. There isn't that much that we can do with this hand anyway. These are not like the hands where we make the difference from like the difference between like how an expert one plays his hands versus me. It's basically kind of the same. It like there aren't any major differences in those very straightforward hands. But in those tricky hands, I'm definitely making a lot of points or like a lot of better decisions. But in on these hands, we basically don't have that many decisions. But now with the Riichi, we do have some decisions. We can actually try to fight this to some extent, but it's just not that comfortable now. It's not the easiest push. If we connect to this Visor, we can actually just fight it. But as long as we don't draw near this Visor, we are not going to fight. Nah, skip it. The problem is this 1-4. Wait, the 1-4 pin is safe. Wait, the 1-4 pin, or like the 1 pin is safe. Really tempting to just see it, but we do have a double Mushuchi in that Dora here, which we don't really want to cut. And now we told the Suchi. So it's just gonna be 1-man into the fourth here. Yeah, and we can decide later on perhaps if we want to push the 6-man Nakatsuchi and then you're still stuck on this 5-8 which is and this 4-pin as well. Yeah, I think that is the end of our hand. We can keep some safe starts, but I don't think they're all fighting here. Uh, it's just you don't have to think when we just have tips against the
どう
Riichi. You can just be
これが
like
格の違い
falling
ってや
half
つじゃない
asleep and still
あ
playing
失
this
敗しちゃった
game,
かも
which is ideal, right? That is why you're also playing Mahjong Soul because of the tips, not because of the characters. It's because of the
ただい
hints.
ま本番って感じね
Like it's easy to just check triple north cards. Yeah, just going to cut a Haku here. We are not even tracking if Kamita going to Tetashi here. We say probably will, because they are thinking on this discard. Uh, and so we can just cut this right second, and then we don't have to think.
脳天
Riichi no mi. People like the bad weight Rinomis. Like I think if you know that you can't Riichi without a good weight or without Tora, I think you will get stronger as well because you will be forcing more variable hands. We will be looking for way more for the painful hands and good shapes as well, slowing down your hand and thinking a lot more about your hand because people are just going to reach you on some horrible weight and then they say it's unlucky that you haven't won or that we are just never winning or something like that. But I think if you just always try to get either a good weight or some Torahs with your Riichi, I think you will be improving quite a lot. I want to got a one pin here. I'm hope that it's not going to get backfired here. But the idea is to draw a monster here and then just have a thunder here. Uh, we have 4 pin acceptance with this constant 35 pin cutting the 8 here. Uh, so we only really lose the 2 pin and even the 2 pin is it's cool, but we rather get any monster basically which connects with this thunder as well. Yeah, we got kinda backfired. Mm. There is a 567, but the 3-month does have better Torah acceptance. I think the 3 pin leaves our monsters say way too weak, or it's just like double acceptance with 2 1-months out. The 1-month isn't even good acceptance. And so we can draw the 4 pin here for the massive and Totsu shape, the 258 Teresa weight. We are going to cut a 9 here, and then we will probably just open on anything. We do have a double Mushuchi here on the 6, but I think we just have to push it. If we get Tempai here, we just have to push it. We have a Tonrao Tora Sansoku here. With like 4,300 in the middle, I think it's still good to reach this, but like the Pharaoh is like here, like that's 5,300. But I'm not going to Tama my Tanda Tora here on the ramen stage. But we have to push every single tile anyway. We are not folding again with like 5 EG6 in the middle or 4. Not with this. 18. Yeah, we kind of have to con that. Yasume. Yasume set. No Uras. But we gain like 11,000 from that, or like 10,000 minus our Riichi stick. I forgot to get some tea. I will get it after the Hansan. I think the critical decision there is the one pin card. It's not that intuitive, but I think it's the best discard there. This is like one of those decisions where we don't want to pawn, but we are up so many points, so we can't just pawn it. We are just up enough here. Uh, but like this is like always a skip unless you are up like 20,000 points, or even if you only up Mangan, Sumo, you probably want to keep it close because the close hands is basically equally as fast, but this one has like some more safety uh, built in because we don't have to reach on a if we don't get a Raku. Because we don't have Raku if we have the South as a pair. We don't have Painful. There is some way to get top the South pair as well. Because what would have would have happened would have had happened is that we got a 4 here and that we do like a 7 here and we would go for Thunder Painful with the South pair cards. That is what we would have done for the manga on hand, basically, because we can easily get more value than the one hand here, but he just decided to put with E something. Um, this shape is technically like just slightly better with the 7 so pairs. And then we can take a random donkey. This sort of one, it's all like the 7 so, like any, uh, no way, we don't have saved house against the Riichi here. We luckily we don't go into the epots. Like it's just like that we are just way too much stuck on this. We are just how stuck on this. Yeah, it's just really unfortunate that we haven't advanced our hand at all after this spawn. We can actually fold out. Yeah, we can actually just fold out. Yeah, yeah, it's gonna be 7-8 so here.
必要ない
Like if we just don't do anything here, like take a Mangonshima and then we will be just having a good time afterwards. 1, 2, it's KP4 zo, KP4 zo, so 6 zo, 6 zo. Kenma was die, but 15 is safe, but I can just got 6 zo, 6 zo here. Sus. I can have a 2-month sus emote, but I don't know what kind of emote I like how to do, make something sus. And like I can have like an Among Us emote, but I don't want that. Chuman read. I think the Tsunkite perhaps is the best. He will try to cheat to deny the high but it's not my responsibility here. It does course for us to deny the high at all. It's certainly not our responsibility um, to deny the high here, but we don't actually don't have safe tasks where we do. Like if they hate a sumo, like whatever, where oh my god, we almost got in there, but really? They got Tempai, I know they got an entire social shape, but they didn't even cheat here. Oh my god, dude. What the like I can see that they're like pushing all the social tiles out of their hand, but I don't see them cheat the monster tiles here on the right. It was one chance though, this Nijman was one chance, but yeah. Like this is like the problem with like trade room, because like in how you can see the pushes way more clearly. If you see like a saint pushing 1 or 2 tiles, or like if you see a Aton pushing 1 or 2 tiles, they are just standby. But like in trade room, like if you have a monster one with like 50% tier in rates, you don't know if they're pushing or falling. You can't know because it's basically the same thing. With like 50% tier in rate, they are never falling, but you can't determine if they'll temper E something or do something. Uh, uh, this Dora is a liability here. This 8-mon is
失
pretty
敗しちゃった
toast
かも
here. Mm, I I I think that's just cutting the name on here. Seems just way better than the traditional for the source code sounds. Like if we like, I think Naiman is almost all. Nah, you can cut the traditional well, but the pinch is just so weak as well. We kind of want to accent the social shape here as well, and then you don't need the double consonant in the other suits.
リーチ
Yeah. Mm, like it's just that we don't have the like just barely don't have enough to just push it. We are all technically still E something, but like with the 5 pin C and the 3-man Suchi and then we probably push the 4 double Mushuchi instead of the 7 because of the Dora here on the 9 if we get to see that is because we are also kind of out of save tiles here. We kind of are.
つもどうかっこいいでしょ
Ichimo
リーチ
Dora
つも
Dora
ドラ
Fake
ドラ
Mangan. Yeah. And now we have a bad hand. It's not too bad. No, it's okay. It's actually now pretty good. It just provides us with what we need. It's the Rakuhai for the one on hand here to the Night Torment Attila, which we tried 2 hands uh, ago as well, just to tonight Attila ship, but it didn't work so far. Um, to have Tor acceptance, pretty good shapes. I don't know, like, but heavy should have just kept this 2-man over the West just to finish the hand slightly quicker because we don't really need the Pharaoh. Oh my god. We are up like 20k and we are about to not win. We are about to not be winning here. And unfortunately we do have to just push here against them. We just have to push because we are fighting against them.
どうこれが格
This is
の
our
違
main
い
opponent here. Even if we deal into 12k, it's not very bad. If it's 18k, it's of course horrible, but this 3-pin, it's so bad. Yeah, this 3-pin pension. Will be the right second uncle into the 6-man if we don't so can put earlier. They are thinking, like if they weren't thinking here, they would definitely be pushing. But because they are thinking like 10 seconds on that discard, they are probably not tempered yet. Uh, it's just better to fold now. It's just way better to 4, but it's so tempting to push it. I'm not gonna lie, it's so tempting. Is the 2-man safer? Yeah, I think the 2-man is actually safer than the right second tanky, and that's it says. Yeah, we saw that coming from like 10 turns ago. Uh, we saw that coming. Hopefully, no one has a right second tanky here.
つも
Mangan, or perhaps Hana. Let's see. It seems like a Mangan, unless they hit like a lot of
リーチ
Uras.
つもピンフドラ
Where they have Ura. We are still up like 3,000 points. Or like 2,600. We have a massive hand here, the double south, the double south tune for the EC39 here. Yeah. Yeah, just got the one here. Sort of Hatsu. But even if we sort of Hatsu here, like, the Hatsu is pretty cool, but like, so is like a 4-man. I think we rather throw like a 2-4-man than the Hatsu here. Uh, but because we don't need a Mangan, like, we just don't need it.
ポン
Dit is like a very good save. We can pawn the 6 shows for the 4-7 pin. We can see the 5 pin here. We can see the Soshu. We can technically see the 6 pin as well, but I think the 6 pin, I think we will skip on the 6 pin. The 7 pin can be cheat as well, but I think the 6 pin is just a skip here, because we are not too desperate for our Tempai yet. Our Tempai is pretty wide here as well. We can throw 8 so 9 so. Tempai, please. Yeah, can we? We can pull the 4 pin as well here, or but if we get it from Kamitsa, it's going to be a T instead. He deals a hot shit there. Fluffy, are you happy now? We deal it. No, you're not happy. How long does it take for us to get Tempai here? How hard can it be to just throw Tempai? Any Kanra teams here? We have 10 seconds for the Kanra team. It's like 5,000 points. Anyone? Okay. No Kanra team. So no con. Like if you need points there, you can definitely con. But I don't think we really need it. And we only increase Kaimchat chance of coming back as well. And we are still not Tempai there. Like I don't know. I can't even see or pawn anything. It's just ridiculous, you know. I think since like the I don't know. Oh my god, we got horrible Tempai. Okay, we got Tempai at least. The two worst Tempais are this. I guess the 6 pin is worst for Tempai, and then the 2 pin, then the 9 so, and then the rest, and this. Yeah, we have to go this way. Because of the Dora acceptance on this 8 pin, we can cut the 4 pin slide as well, but uh, we will be tiring if I'm just going for Riichi here. Luckily we didn't con that. I guess not that the Faisal is too dangerous, but
ここからが
the,
本番
the
って
weight
感
is
じね
so garbage on the Sampon. And now if we win, we actually have like the fake manga, the fake one. Oh. Good that we haven't gone. Good that we didn't.
あ失敗しちゃったかも
Good that we haven't gone. I'm more falling on this Nakasuchi. The Gaten here is actually quite good because it
天杯
8 pin tanky and that they have no Raku here on the right. Mm. I'm not sure. Like I guess they just have to take it. But we only like I hope that they weren't Tempai here on the right, of course. Torment doesn't. We don't really care about Torment though. But if Shimosa was a Snow 10, it would be way better. We have a 10-9 show pair. But if we have an outside hand, it might actually get juice. But yeah, I just got the 9 show here. We don't want to be just stuck on that weight at the end. How old the games hey this? You haven't played that many. Is this the first one? Wait, no, it's the second. We got a third place. We almost got last. We passed fourth place with a 340 hand in the last one. Yeah, avoided fourth. It's almost like an outside hand here, but we don't have the tiles. It's always the problem with those outside hands. Avoiding fourth is always good. Avoiding fourth is the name of the game. We have emotes now. We have like 5 free ones where you only have to follow for the emotes. And then we have some unfortunately you can get for 80 tunes here, you can get a random sub emote, but they all paywalls. But you can get it for 80 points, a random one, and there are only 5. So if you spend like 400, assuming you can't get the same one twice, you basically unlock all of them. Didn't know that you were Saint 3. Nice. And we are not celestial. We are not celestial. So it's not that high. Oh yes, I had ads. Sorry for that. I delayed it and I was too busy with my hand. Uh, we have to acceptance here. This is ramen tea. Pretty sus. 28.9. The 6 is 6 is definitely better than this twice got 5 bean. Uh, just still trying to hope that we get the last one, right? It's just unfortunately we don't have the Sansuku here, and it's also two around the Spore Beam. Uh, we just barely don't have anything here. And we probably have to dodge Stoyman at some point as well. Mm,
Riichi!
yeah, fantastic. Like Haku Haku into the Mawashi, but it's basically a fourth after the Haku Haku. Like there was like a 3-man. If you want to push, it's probably 3-man. Um,
ち、つも。どう
no, we made Toyman
さあ、そういうでしょ
Simo, Teo Chinomi with extra food. That is fine. That is fine. But the chance that we got fears here, like it's actually not pretty high. Looking at my hand, it's actually pretty high. But like Toyman can easily overtake us. Or like Toyman has a difficult cutoff. Toyman actually has a difficult cutoff because 300 sumo isn't enough. So they need the 300. It's especially very hard. And then Shimotsu basically needs anything, like the 200 sumo or like any hand basically. Yeah, E something here. Kamitsa has to have like the so sushi. Oh, they can have a West extension on the left. I guess they are going for the West extension because if no one is above 30,000 points in South 4 or at the end of South 4, we have a West extension, and they're going for the West extension with like a Mangan Sumo or Romi for 3,900. Like if they have like 200, it's never going to be enough. So we know it's at least 300. And at Rihan, they need to roll me as well. And then the question is, they probably sort of skip the Caswind East if they don't have the Rihan. Uh, if they have the Honits, they still need the Rakuhai or the Akatora. But we are tempai. We are definitely trying to switch off this Pinsu weight to be able to run Kamitsa, but uh, a lot of the weights are Futon. Oh, there we go. There we go.
初ドラ。役を念入りに作ろうとしたのは無駄にはならなかったわ。これからよろしくお願いしますね。
Okay, we are back. We have a mediocre hand. I think we are facing three masters. What I could see from the other side of the room. I'm just checking the scores at like 25k each one. Just making sure that we are starting at like 25k. Seems average here. Mm, it is actually it's actually fine. It seems like slightly high core rate, but seems fine. You just want to make sure if we have like a low 30% or lower core rate or like a 50% core rate, you definitely want to know that that is like the only stats that really matter. And then sometimes they have like a 12% Riichi rate or some weird stats. It's all really you can play around it. You can use that information. We have all our shapes set, so we are just going to Sakiri, the most stated style, which is the 4-beat into the 3, so into the 9, so um, and we can fight this because you have the 3, so Putsu, 9, so Suchi. We are East something. Unfortunately, we do have to call if it comes out. If we can call, we have to call for Tempe because they are Tempe here on the right. Yeah, it's potentially some Mawashi on 6, 7, so, but it's 4 pin. Yeah, we all can't be Futon, but the 6, 7, so is the safe. It's K 6, so we see 4, 6, so the 7, so is pretty safe. But we will be Futon. Uh, we will be Futon. But this is not the greatest. Like, it's Tora. No. Ripperonis. The Ipatsimo DLC on the console. Survive, yeah. At least we survived. But we had a pretty good hand. We had a pretty strong hand on but can't beat the Ipatsimo. This is actually such a nice hand where we kinda want to get more than the Nomi here. Like I'm thinking about like the Shionko, but the Pinshu shape is we can just spawn into we don't even want we don't even want like the 6-9 pin here. We don't even want to the we just want the toy here. We don't even care about the 6-9 pin. Nah, we really don't care about that. The South Toy it is. If you want to get more value, you can keep it close, but Cheeto Nomi isn't worth that much. I think we're just going to greed here. It's still early enough. I don't need a tempeh here. Or if he wanted a one-hand, he could have had our one-hand here, but uh, it's East 1 still, and we pawn here. And now with this 1-man, everyone knows that we have a daughter, or they should know. But if they are paying attention here, they should know that we have a daughter. Because we got the 3 1-man or the 2-man pawn. But it's pretty hard to read that we have an 18 pair though. Uh, how to defend against a daughter? If it's really early, you can't. And just be really mindful of tiles that haven't been discarded yet. And especially on those Doras of the Dora of course. Because Toto basically always have to. No way, no way. Oh, disaster. Disaster. The East here. Toto has to have at least one extra source of value because 2600 is not enough for a Toy and it has to have one Dora or like one Aka Dora. It can have a pair of Doras, Uncle of Doras, or a Rakuhai, but the fact that's 200. So you can defend against it that way as well in terms of value defense. Uh, this game, I hate it so much. We just miss our double E's. Like you never. We're getting trolled so hard here. We are actually getting trolled so incredibly hard. Um, um, Dude, it's so annoying. This 7 star floating tower is, oh my god. And of course we thought the 6 here after the 8-month pull. His hand is inflicting pain to the human spirit. At least we are not dealing into 8k, right? The minus 8k is coming next. Infinite backfire. Dude, yeah, it's infinite backfire. In before we tier in 8k here as well. It's like a 456 for the head. Like the 6-month isn't doing anything here anyway. Um, it's a 456 pin for the pill, and then we have a pension 3. But we can still like to upgrade here. We still like to upgrade because it, mm, 5 pin, 1 pin. Hmm. My 5 shows, disaster. See, Sonanko. Oh, they have the toy now. They have the toy now. Okay, hopefully we are not getting backfired here. This stuff will ease miss. Like there's no 7 pin card on the first turn because we just have a 2 Tora hand which can Riichi, and then of course this second east, and then the second 7 pin, and then never Tempai. Maybe some very slow thunder out here. But if we just get a 456 Sansoku, we can use the best spear. But I'm thinking about the best spear card. Cheetoids is not really on my radar at all. The best spear card is still very high on the list here with the 6-month C, of course, but I don't think we can see the 6-month here from Kamisa, or like it's very unlikely to be able to see the Tura twice. But we can always hope that they just got a 6 month, uh, a 6 month here. The 9 month twice cut here. We might have to start falling soon. Mm. Yeah. Any Cheetoids believers here? North. We really would love to reset this hand. The Sufu, and if every person plays the same wind at the start of the Hanson, there is a upward after all. For the ones that you don't know that, uh, but we need it has to be unbroken as well. Just everyone cutting the first north, first turn without any close guns. I need to check the core rate for this C. Like we can, it's 38%. Okay, it's okay. Like if it's like 30%, then they have to change. Like if they have 30% core rate, they certainly have to change there. But I'm not too sure now. It's like they still can have it, but it's not guaranteed for sure. Uh, because this constancy without Honitsu just screams like Yakuhai. Uh, and then if they have a low core rate, they will skip the Chi here. But Northgard, we might be falling soon against Stormen. Because the Shin uncles are definitely there. But yeah, it's probably going to be a fault against Stormen here. We really don't want to fight this at all. Like, we don't have AK's as well. Those are all mine now. Just taking it very slow here. Is it a runway across? No, it isn't. What are AK's? Oh, the red fives. The red fives. Which gives you 1 hand each. They are called Akatora. We can solo them, sweet roll one, or they don't have any, but those are the red fives. We can throw some in our next high pay, our next starting hand here. Red fives. If you have any difficulties because I'm using like the Japanese terms, just let me know. Like I'm just very used to the Japanese terms, but I can also just use the English ones if that's preferred. I do have like high level gameplay where I do expect the audience to know a little bit more Mahjong terms, but some of them are pretty obscure. Some Japanese terms are basically never used, and some of the players or some of the streamers use very uncommon Japanese terms. I'm getting into the process of learning Japanese terminology. See, getting better still. Continue using them. This is a summon sound, a 3-sided weight. Sometimes shortened for summon here. Tanrao Pinfu is shortened to Tanpin. It's all simple Pinfu. Like in person, I would just discard it and look very sad, but and then just that we can't use it, but we have a 3-sided weight on the Takame. Takame is a higher value here. Its Tanrao is more value than the 9. So here the 9 of them, Boo is no Tanrao here. And that is the Rasume. We have another good hand. Another good hand. We need another Mangon here. Toyman has 5,500 left, so we can just get first if we win here. On if we can non Toyman, we can get first. We need a pin for the. It is acceptance on the 4 of characters here, on the 5 or the 3 card, but it's just not ideal. We gotta complete the 135 shape, the Rankan shape for the 6-9 man here, for the Tora Pinfu here. Nah, we don't need to create here. Skip. I was thinking about the 1 here, but Just making sure that we don't have acceptance on this 8, but I really don't. Yeah, we can just press the button here. I know it's a Tora wait here, they are likely Tempai on the right, but they also know if we win here against Stormen, they will beat Turo, so they basically have to push. And we do win on the Nijman, we do have a first place on the Nijman deal in here. There are clearly Tempai here on this 5 as well.
ごめん、このパイはうちがもらいます。
Unlucky. We are actually third place. Torment. Please. Don't leave me in third place. We are cutting the Rakuhai here because we just clearly have a painful hand or a thunder hand. We want to just deny them the honors. Do we see like a 4-man here? Yeah, perhaps. Because the ones are pretty dead. There's 1-man left, and there are 3-4-mans left. So if the 4-man comes, we kinda have to go it. But now we have 6-man acceptance here with this 5-7, cutting the 3 here. But it's probably still gonna be an open Thunder Ventura here. Like HL is standout here. Yeah, let's just cut the 8. Like, if you don't have thunder, it's fine as well. Can just get a really cheap info hand here. If we really wanted thunder there, I was thinking about the 3 here, but...
Riichi だ。
We have to fight this, because if Kamita runs Toyman here, it's likely game, but they don't have enough here. Well, they have enough with the Ipatsu and the seed win, but most of the time they wouldn't have enough. We just have to full push it, but now we are second, and we probably can't get first anymore. But second place is fine here. If we deal more Rakuhai here, more value honors, we would go Honitsu, but we have a pinful here with perhaps some Sansoku. Here the 5, 6, 7, perhaps. No, Sansoku. Like if we got a Sansoku, we can catch first, but without the Tora or without, like, we need the Tora and the Sansoku. Let's got the study here. It was like got me with the same elements lemma. Oh, okay. Who is that person? There's nothing here. Like, we just have to Ipatsimo the Tora here. We just have to Ipatsimo the Tora. Not too afraid of the Taposa Honitsu. Like, even if it deal into 8k, it's like, it's fine. Not dealing in the Toras for sure. Unless we skip the Shima. Do what Jason did today. What did Ichi Pinfu is always nice. Yeah, it is, but it's just barely not enough to get first, you know. Skip run on tournament. Nah, we are not skipping London tournament because we can actually get lost if they didn't have a Tilo left. If they didn't have a Tilo, perhaps, but we are now perhaps getting lost as well. Simontra, Ura, yes, we hit Ura. Easy Ura, TOC. Yeah, but wait, it's actually not enough to get Spears here. And Simontra, Simontra left. Shimata left. The Ura 2 is so lucky there. They have like 1 in 34 chance to get a Ura 2 there. Like we only have 1 Tau which gives us Ura 2 for the Hanuman. And we tilted Tora as well. Mm. Let's just cut this. Yeah. I think Kamita is pretty pissed. The Riichi painful into the Tora Shimo Ura 2. Chunman has TLC today. The downloadable content which we will install every single day at the end of the day. We just want a 5th block and then just keep safe tiles, but no 5th block for us yet. We basically have to fight it because if they win on Ryukyoku, we are getting second. There is a slight chance that they don't have enough, but like we like it's pretty almost no chance that they don't have enough here on the left. There's almost no chance that they don't have enough. So yeah, we are not going to fold here. Like I know that tournament kinda needs Tempai here as well, so we don't have to beat Tempai, but. Shimota actually can just steal in here. Shimota probably should just steal in here. The fact that Tormund has to beat Tempa as well make me got 5-6 here. He should have a repeat coming here, but I don't think they'll push it. Wait, they just pushed the Tora there. Nomi, no Yora. Oh my god, they got to know me. They did know me. Why though? Like, why did they know me? I didn't get any value there. He got lucky there on the Riichi Nomi with Autoshima. He only have an A rank. He only have an A rank here. Average. They will Tempai here on the Tuso. But they can't reach anymore. Like they can't reach. And they should have just pushed this 5-man. They should have just pushed this 5-man. And then they are now on the constant 2, so yeah. On a sushi trap. But the Forza with the extra Turas is just better, but. And then Kamitsa steals in here. I guess they can fight as well. I guess I'll eat something here. And the deal in isn't that bad for them anyway. Are we 4500 or are we still down? We are back to starting points here. The starting points are 4500 and we went up to 55 and then we dropped down like 30,000 points and we are like top 100 here. And like there are a lot of people chilling at like 4500 here, so we are just slightly ahead of all those AFK players here. And let's see who's 100. It's now 2000 points basically for a top 100. It's Simo. It's a Russian Ho player. There's a lot for his community as well. A friendly table, Master One
これから
table
よ
here.
ろしくお願いしますね。
Onegaishimasu. We have to check the stats of the Master Ones because they are usually on the extremes and very low win rate here. Let's see, double recommend there. This looks average. This looks actually good to play against. They almost have the triple recommend there as well. With the Thai sushi, the big 4 wins with the chewy. So this is actually massive weight. 147. Wait, two. Wait, no, it's just 147. It's just 147. But it's the children put the 9 gates. That's actual stats. This seems average as well. Okay, we have 2 average players and then one person who just can't win for some reason. Winning and disabled. Oh no. Oh no. The 19% win rate player has now 2 dragons.
いらない。
I think we are pushing the vampire. Like if we got 8 so and do 9 so, we are just dead later on. We can cut the 2 here. But like we just destroy our entire hand with this 2 pin. But it might be worth it because it's definitely not worth it to tune into the dragons there. Yeah. Should have probably played the 2 when it's still safe. They are greeding for value here. They got a 9 so they're definitely going for value. I'm not sure if the Honitsu or the Dragon, they have Tora Donkey there with the Tortoise or the Paim. Wait, it's not Paiman, it's just Hana. I know that they're all going for value with the Spensong cut. Could have easily be a white dragon there as well. But we are not paying the 6,000 points. It's actually such a mediocre way, this East Tanky, this Dora Tanky, because it's basically Shima only, and you rather get a way higher win rate on the manga, but like, it's not really an option to go for the higher win rate Tanky, because you lose out on the Tortoise as well some of the time. So you're basically always stuck on either the Dora Tanky or the White Dragon Tanky, or the Hanuman there. Like, an Aka Tanky isn't any better. Mm, Still a bit stuck here. We have this one 2-man Benson here, and then we can get that under painful, but it's just going to be way too slow against an open hand here. Um, open Tenhou is also not going to be here. So it's probably just Torment going to win the hand here. You have to get rid of the screen as well very soon. Before it goes in.
元からいらないからミスじゃないわ。
That is E something. Got some ramen here with pinfu as well, the Teriman, and there's Shumon Nomi. The Nomi. He just discarded that in time actually, because if they retreat, we would have dealt in there. Nah, we probably would have not touched it, but the chances that we deal in there are pretty high. If they retreat 1 or 2 turns later. To something hand here. We need one more block. We have Torah acceptance with this 9 of thought here next to the Torah. The 7 beam, probably the best soul. 7 man is also fine. And then we are trying to get the pinful here with this 5. We are not trying to get the Torah now. We are trying to get a 4 or 6 beam to cut a 6-8 here. It's a Riichi Torah on a bad way, but it's still good enough. If we had like a 5-man floater instead, I'm just way more. I'm just much more incentivized to predict there. But the chance that we saw like a 3 or 7 pin, like it's like if we saw like a 3 or 7 pin, it's just gonna be horrible for us because we have a worse wait and we just waited a couple of turns and we can't just win a Richimo Tura here. It is definitely standard to reach this. This hand. We have tons of bad ones and nines, but the hand is actually not as bad as it looks. It can definitely win, right? Seems pretty hard. 7 pairs with 3 pairs. What do you smell, Fluffy? You smell some Cheetoids. We already have a Cheetoid emote. Well, oh, the pills. Yeah, okay, it's the pills. Okay, yeah, okay. I know. Like I knew that email for that it exists for a long time, but was just confused with pills. It's all of pills or some Cheetoids. The 6 months old dead now. 8 months. What is so cool? Vampino the South here is probably best. We want to cut the 7 here into the 5 because if we do like a 4-man here, we do have Torah acceptance. But it's like 1 turn of Torah acceptance because it's just too dangerous to keep it later on. It's just going to be too dangerous to keep it forever for the Torah. So we have to cut it right after basically. The emote has 7. 7. Okay. It actually has 7 beers. Okay. Hey, did you see the trivia Mahjong thing of IC? He has some really degenerate ways to spell out like 7 pairs and stuff. The Ipatsumo on the console here. Why? What the heck? Do you see what they have here? Like they have a two-show Riichi, and they can just cut a six-show. Like, this, what? Fluffy, did you see that? Love, did you see that? It serves Tsunami emotes. For the ones who didn't see that, it was a two, it was a 2, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 6, 6 so shape. Uh, and they got the two. They got the two for the Ipatsima on the five. And if you don't see it, it's a 2, 2 plus 3, 4, 5 plus 5, 6, 6. And you can cut a six for Pinfu. You can cut a six for Pinfu. But they got a two, so for the Ipatsima on the five. Like Mahjong Soul gives you the tips as well. Mahjong Soul gives you the tip. I guess then I'll give you the highlights of which styles you can discard. I think I don't know if Mahjong Soul does that as well. I think so, but if you hover over them, basically it does the same thing. But they missed Pinfu, but they got the Ipatsimo. Like they got the Ipatsimo. So like I don't know. Like I guess Ipatsimo is pretty good. The HR is pretty dead now. Ipatsima better than Painful confirmed. If you see that in high level game in a high level room that Tuso cut into Ipatsima, you know that's out cheating. We are just too slow here, so we just have pawn this. Getting also rid of our middle tiles, which is pretty nice. They started with the ramen tea here as well. It's pretty suspicious. It's actually pretty sus because they only have like a 19% win rate. They do only have a 19% win rate and they cheat a ramen here with this Atosuke Sao. I'm really afraid that they have like a Mangon there now. Because with 19% win rate, they shouldn't be able to cheat the ramen before the Rakuhai pawn. It's just not allowed. Not allowed. Yeah. East, yeah, they are hardballing there for some reason. Hmm. It's just that like the only social that are left is like the 4-7 show, but this one son's on the last six. And then the beans are basically all gone. Oh, wait, they have a social way. Oh, they have a, oh my god, they have a Chitoitzen. Oh my god. They took an Aka Tora weight instead of the Tora weight. It is not recommended at all. And we are just going to draw this. I don't even have to count it, but it doesn't look like that is enough. We can just draw a better hand here. The draw is called 9 types. Or 9,000 9 types or something like that. Kyushu 9 types. Wait, 9 types 9,000 or something. And then you can mulligan your hand. If there are no calls before, you can mulligan your hand. Uh, something. We do have like double bets, say, because of the poor ping pong. So we are definitely keeping this 3-month floral. We can get a Sananko here. And if we get a Sananko, we will Tama. And then we can try to get a Shionko Tonki. But really, they can pawn that as well. I think that's just pawning this. It's not that expensive, but we can technically pawn again. And there is a lot of pressure here on the right, especially with the West Tora. Um, no, okay, it passed, it passed. And there are some totals. We have extra full as well, but we just run here for. Unfortunately, it's quite cheap. It's but is it what it is? It's like 300, not 300. It's 3,400, 3,900. But it's also distances ourselves from last place slightly more. It's just that we have like Toto upgrades, Sananko upgrades, and a lot of good draws, and we deny the player here on the right hand as well. Because if we let them just win, and if we deal in on them when we greed so hard, we might also get lost. Well, now we are kind of at the safe space or safe distance here. Uh, to so yeah, we are. And this is way too slow again. We probably should have got the 8 here. But there are some thunder chance, but this 8 choice is not the tau. Like, we should have got this 8. If this 8 goes in, it's just totally my fault. But it doesn't. It doesn't. So you're still fine. We still need a sauce, but uh, we do still look like Tanrao here with those 2 calls. Yeah, we are not dropping there. We will probably be on a clean second Tanky final weight here. We really don't have to drop it because if he's on the south, we can just see the 6-9 man, and then we can wait on the screen second, which we probably never will win on it, but we can get Kaiten. Kaiten means that we are just Tenpai without Zaku technically. I usually call like uh, Yukoku Gaten, but uh, especially when you have a formal tempai, when you're just tempai at the end, and you can't score a hand anymore. There is a 10,000 points a team, I think, for the Hataka donkey here. But we are not going for the Hataka now, so it's like it's not guaranteed on the if we redeem the Hataka donkey, it's not guaranteed because if we redeem it now, we would have to cheat the monster, which we are not going to do for the donkey. We're not going to cheat got a clean second here, so that one is not guaranteed. It is basically waiting until we deal in, well, like in the Shima, well, like if Dortmund wins, uh, imagine missing out on 2 Toras here. Imagine. I think we are just pushing it down to Yuchoku here. Uh, I do think Dortmund has some clean second weight as well. There is really not much left for them. I guess like the one chance on the upper monster is technically still alive for them, and then like the 360 is technically alive for them as well.
ここからが本番って感じね。
Five still. Shimo
ど
Ishii.
う
Ishii that.
なんドラに
2000 each plus 200 each. With the bonus sticks, yeah. and we are currently first. I like those hands. I like those hands. Hot fluffy with the emotes. Let's see where we get our bill here. The bill situation is going to be kind of awkward here. Hopefully a Dora. Mm, there we go. Just call to Dora. We can Tama here for the 5,800 plus 900. But the Riichi is also quite nice. I think the 2-5 Mon will be instant Riichi, but the 5-8, so I'm just way more inclined to, I'm just more willing to Tama turn on the 5-8. So, because the monster is cheaper, and the social is just way too expensive here. So we really want to end up on the monster rate, and then we can Riichi. Taking the perfect shape here for 1 extra Tura and 2 more 4 months. By 8 souls. There's 1 8 soul left and then 3 5 souls. So it's going to be a Tama turn on the Sosu. You can still reach it with 4 tiles left for sure in each one, but here, if you can just get a 5,800, you're just happy as well. Yeah. Oh. Like we can play the 3, but it's just not ideal. Like it's just not great here at all. This 2-pin isn't even safe. Did we just give them tempo here with the 6 up? But we might not survive until the end, so we have to play the 6. Don't want to deal into the Chinitsu here. Diamond has the Haite, so enable calling. There it is. They have they have a tutorial instead. But they could easily have the Chinitsu there, because honors are almost all dead. Except for the East, I guess. And yeah, but only for the East. But I kind of knew that wasn't too hard anyway. It's kind of too cheap for them without a dealership. Yeah, they had to take the Samponte on the left because otherwise it's just too hard 40, which is not enough. Yeah, and then they got a 5-pin for the Sampon 4-6. Just making sure that they got the right tile there. Just making sure that there's not a player here on the right. If you want to scare people away, you can pawn it, but like we don't have Raku. We can easily win our hand, so we really don't want to pawn for no Raku here. We just now have Raku. We now have Raku. We should just got a more dangerous style first. Hmm. I think we're just keeping the 6 month for slightly longer here. There is not that much of a threat here. Like it's still Mangan Shimo here on the left. It's still like Hanuman across. Mm. And we have a Chin here. On the next card on the next style that we can draw we can cut a 6 month, but for now the 2 6 month is good acceptance. I think we can actually now pawn the Dora to confirm the Rikroku being Tempai at Rikroku at the end.
リーチ
But this 6 month keep also kinda means that our hand is now kinda dead, but it's just now it's really unfortunate, but our hand was pretty bad. We can 2 month. Oh my god, it's a 2 month. No way.
あ失敗しちゃったかな
Dude, it's like I don't know, like is there any other cards? Like if there was like a 9 month somewhere, if it was not double Mushuchi, it would just go 6 months, 6 months. But I think
ロン
wait, Shimotsa, that is double Mushuchi. Uh,
リーチピンフ
like I think we can go 2 month into 5 month. Like I think we can push the 2 month on the 5 month on Tempai, but I just don't think the 6 month. Like I just don't think it's advised. We also just want to cut this east because we will be Tempai. We will be getting Tempai. We won't be cutting the east here because they need they now need a value here on the right. But if we get Tempai, like we probably got the east. Uh, because like yeah, we
失
unfortunately have to
敗し
cut
ちゃっ
the
たか
east.
も
It didn't get pawned, but it's really good for us. Like our hand is now good enough to fight it. On the 7 pin,
G
on the 7 pin, I think we'll. Okay, we don't have to take the decision on the 7 pin, but it's really close between the Sampon, two pin, Atuske, Green, Riichi can be there as well. Or I take the 3 pin Penson for the guaranteed Raku. Uh, it's Tora. Hmm. Is it so? Wait, it's Pinserholm. We can't even pawn that. Usually we want to pawn that, got 8, 9 pin, but here we really don't want to feed them more pin tiles because they have the 3 harm with the Haku, Pinsuhunitsu, which they can sumo. Sumo is not enough. Wait, sumo is not enough
元
for
からいら
them.
ないからミスじゃないわ
Wait, we can just swap out because the only way that we don't get spells is stealing in here. Yeah, we can just vote out. We probably are better off voting out at some point. If we draw like a pinta. Oh no, now they have enough on Sumo. Now we have to fight again. Now they have enough on Sumo. Now they have enough on Sumo. And on Ron as well. That they have like they have enough on Sumo and Ron now, so we have to fight it. Yeah, fantastic. Let's got the 7 month now. Yeah, all kind of cute against Stormans, Riichi.
ここからが本番って感じね
It's just really not worth it for us to beat them back. But if Storman Riichi, we're just going to deal into Shimotsa. The AP passed as well, really. Senpai it is. No, no, don't see this. Kami, no. Dude, we are no 10. We can 8p, but if we kill into Kamitsa, yeah, where are the souths? The souths are still there. 1, 2, 3.
脳天
Just have to really make sure that the 6-man just doesn't deal in there. Like, we don't have anything better. Perhaps it's 8p. But it's like, we have an Isanten hand here. The Riso, interesting cheetah. The Chorizo is an interesting tea. I think we are going to tea eat Puerto Raku and then like
あ、失敗しちゃったかも。
-3k is actually horrible here for us. Like paying 3,000 tail on Rikuku because we feel like a very dangerous style there. Tournament push way too hard, but they need to win there, so it makes sense. If we get a 7-man, it is easy here. I think if he like I think the Chorizo tea is actually with 4-5. It's not with 1-2, so yeah, it's not going to it's not going to be cheap for the eater, I think. Mm, still stuck, still very stuck here.
リーチ
Oh my god. The thing is, we just don't have anything else than this two. Yeah, it's just kind of like we might get deals here as well. Like we can pull them on technically, but like it's just not really an option. It's like a fake option. If you want 1 turn of safety, I don't know what the best outcome here is. It's that Gaimicha just doesn't have enough. That is kind of the best outcome here. The 7-man is now Suchi. And we do have Raku. 5-star, they are tempered there. We really don't want to drop like 2 spots though. 6-man into 8-man. Like the thing now is we can just play around it way more.
セノ
And we may, if they don't have enough, we have a west extension, but
リーチ
they have
セノ
enough,
太
right?
陽
With a
ドラ
bonus, yeah, they have enough. Um, ah, this off,
私が1位だなん
so
てもう大してニュースにならないわね。
disaster. And we played so well, and there was a B rank here. What would you cut here? This is like the typical Mahjong Soul fashion. What would you cut here? What do you cut here? I don't know, right? What's the card? Like, let's see Maka. What is things like it is the Teresa for the people, like people, Ipeco here. It does consider the two so like it does consider the two so out of the six so technically, but like Miss Pinfu and Ipeco. Like the Ipatsu mode on the 5. Like the Ipatsu mode on the 5, yeah. Like I guess I missed the Ipatsu mode, but I would have gotten the the Pinfu. I would have gotten the Pinfu and perhaps the Ipeco. Dude. Mm,
よろしくお願いしますね。
like I knew that we played very well last Hansam, but like the best player doesn't always win. Unikai shimasu. Triple Roku High here, and then the Akatora next to the Tora. Basically 1.5 Han here on this Aka. So that is a must keep, but it's also very easy to lose. The question is where do we get our Raku from, and and can we get Tempa? Like if we have a pinful hand here, it's going to be a very slow pinful hand. The Rakuai are still pretty good here. Uh, and then we need to connect to this Akatora, and then we have two Toras hopefully with our Raku for 3 Han. This Tumong Shimokiri. Uh, Ideally just our seat wind. Our seat wind is probably best. But we are probably too slow here. Yeah, we just haven't drawn any tiles here. We can't even call, so we can't fold now. We have permission to fold against Riichi. We can maintain some saves, but the chance that we can push are slim to none. So you can actually just cut a 6 so if you want. You can cut a 6. Because push here against Stormer or against Shimotsa is just not going to be there.
つもどうかっこいいでしょ。
Lichimo Pinfu? Okay, this is a small one. They're 1,300 each for the basically the 4,000 points still. Uh, like this hand is better, but it's still actually still garbage. Like it has a little bit more value options, but it doesn't have this Aka next to the Tora. It has some Itch potential, but it's probably not there. Tanrao potential, not really great. 1, 2, 3, Sansuku, not really there as well. But we actually have another garbage hand. We actually do have another garbage hand. But we can't have everything, right? Can't win every hand. It's going to be one pin into the 9-8 pin here, and then hopefully Tanrao Tura, but otherwise our hand just doesn't have any value. Our hand just doesn't have any value. We can draw like a 5 so for the Sansuku, and then we can try to get the Sansuku here. If we get like a Chi here on the 4-4 so we probably have to just take it. Because our hand is way too slow. But I don't think we're getting Monster from Kamitsu. But that's cool like on this 4 so okay, they have that. let's set up for the Tanrao Sansaku Tura, shall we? The 36 has only 4 tiles left. But Kamicha is already are they Tempeh? Could still be technically E-something with this 1 man. But like it's pretty high Tempeh percentage nonetheless. But we don't have to take that much risk anyway. You have the green dragons here. We skip that one. No con teams here. Bunda.
ロン、理想を抱いて歴史しろ。
No, it's actually a sumpon. It's actually a sumpon. But the monster, we are pretty obvious that the monster deals in there. Yeah, I like this hand. This is the best hand so far. Hopefully we can win. Winning is pretty great. East, we got skipped. Skipperoni and pepperoni. Okay, we do have a good hand, but the question is, can we outspeed this Saint player? Because this is a Saint player, and they will probably convert a hand pretty efficiently as well. Uh, some school potential, some thunder painful potential, some 1919 cards here for the Torah acceptance here. I like the 99 ping card, but if you get just a receipt Torah here, like we can't really deny that, or we can't really reject that. Uh, but there are some ways to get Thunder normally, but it involves stronger Mansu cutting the 5 cell into the 9-9. And once we get E-Santen, we basically have to take the full E-Santen. Like on the 6 roll, we'll just take the full acceptance, cutting the Torah most of the time for the Riichi Torah with the Ipeko chance. Because we have to also win. After Tempe, we also have to win. There is definitely some cheese which can be done, but for 3,900 it's really not worth it. I like the 5 cut here for the East Something. It's 17 and then the Ramen 36. Then we can still draw the 2, 3, 5 man for 9 cut for Thunder. Uh, we can still draw the monster here for the extra value for the Torah and the pinful chance, pinful basically, or 2 Torahs. The one pins are almost dead. But we are not really going to see the monster here. If we are really afraid of the Torah, we can definitely see that. If there was a 3-4-5 Sansaku, which there kind of was with the 8, but not with the 2 pin, then we can see that as well. But here we are just happy if we can push the Torah with a good weight with 1 Torah. With still some chance to cut a 9 pin for Thunder pin full, of course. The 5 pins are basically dead. There's still an AK-5 man, which we certainly will see, but the rest is definitely all a skip. You have to go, Fluff. Document discounts. I probably should add something around the discount things. It's like a slash with 2 dots is a discount, and make it a tune, but if we deal in on the Tura, it's going to be horrible because it deals into the AK-5 man shape or into a sampon. So if we deal in on this Tura, it's going to be basically Mangan. It's going to be basically Mangan if we deal in on it.
G、
But it is what it is. There's a 5 man. Give me Tempai. KP 5 man on the pants on here. Unlucky. He got like the perfect roll as well. There's no other card in this 1919 because we can just open for Tandao. Kinda a weak hand though. Like it just doesn't have enough value here. There is store acceptance. There might be some Sansukus 456, 345, but currently it's all like not there. It's speculative at best. Still a lot of terminals which we have to cut it off. Uh, the one swap pair is in the past, but we don't have the towers for Thunder anyway. Or like if we do like a two, if we had a two swap pair, it would have been infinitely better, of course. But uh, we can't really choose with these hands anyway. A two swap pair would definitely be way better here, but we we can't choose. We got a one pin here. There, like I guess like you can see the 1 2 3 Sanskrit, but it's basically so fake. But it's basically the AK5 pin here, which we want to slide for. In without red 5s, you can cut a 4 pin here, and then try to get the 1 2 3 mixed triple sequence. But here I'm trying to get the red 5 instead. Because there is some build where we get like a 3 so 5 so where we actually got a 1 so pair and then we have a Tondao hand instead. Mm. It's a Saint player. Okay. I just have to trust them on the 3-man. Like if it's a Master 1 player, I probably want to hard fold here. But our hand is basically dead after 1 man. Our hand is basically dead after the 1 man. Uh, I don't want to tell it's not really dead here, but uh, there are certainly some draws where we can push it, but it seems more like a fold right now. It's also the Takame here for the Thunder here for the. It's actually 300 more points, but it's the 9 pin is cheaper end there. Mediocreness is the name of this Hansan. Like one good hand, but well, just too slow on that hand. Uh, we might be pulling twice here and then just fold out, or I don't know. Like, well, we have like the Akai here again next to the Tora, but if you look at my hand, we have like 7. Well, we have like 6 honors and 2 terminals. Like, not even the Raku highs. You can just spawn the 4 pins and just bluff like on Honitsu here. And just pray that people fold against our hand. Even here with this 3 so which looks very good with 2 Toras. It's like, it's not going to complete. It's almost time to just start calling like the 4 show, right? And then let people fold. Or we can let Shimoza fold. Because they are like the same player, but the other 2 players are probably going to push against me. Okay, now we might have a hand with a Tsun Pill. But it's still a tall task. Tall order here. Getting better, getting better. Getting there, the 2-man twice got. We will probably just got a 1-3-man right now, actually. 1-man is dead. My Cheetoy, no, my Cheetoy. He would have been Cheetoy to East London if he got the 3-man first. But the 1-mans were dead, so it was just no acceptance. If we do like one of the last two months, it's actually pretty good for us because we can got the 8-9 being there and we can open on the 2. And Cheetoy is really awkward with the social anyway. Pawn. We denied Ipatsu with a pawn, but this is really not a pawn that we want to make here. Or like we need a tune pawn here, and then we also need this Tora. Kami-chan, Forso, Kami. No, no. Kami-chan, Forso, Kami. Kami, the Forso is safe. Do we need Tempai here? I guess we are Tempai here. And then if we can pawn the tunes here, we can got a 1 or the 4 bean here. Yikes. Oh my god. One of the real styles. It's almost pushable, but the beans are all dead, so there are only 2 suits left. For our hand with no Raku. Oh, that's a 6-man. No, disaster. 7-man pen. But it has 2 Aka, or 2 Toras, I mean. Ah. Can't believe that they have a pens on their channel weight with so many middle tiles. There is 1,300 in the middle here. Currently still sitting down at like a Riichi Aka here. We can get Pinsu, we can get Tandel. Sasku still technically there as well. The Tora acceptance, of course, here is pretty okay as well. Trong some Toras pretty good, I would say. We probably drop the Tora next turn. We have good enough shapes here. We can speed it up by calling as well, so we can just stop the Tora right here. Around turn 6 to 8, it's usually the time to drop the Tora. And especially if you have just a hand that can win, you can drop it earlier. If you have a Mangan hand, you want to drop it even earlier. Without the Tora, basically if you don't need the Tora for the Mangan. Her hand does look kinda mediocre though. This 6-0 is vital. This 6-0 and this 7-pin are very important here for our hand. We can actually also get a 4-0s, but 2 4-0s have been cut. 7-0 there. Just keeping track of what they got basically from their hand. Kamisa, please. Hmm. It's pretty sus across.
ちい
Pretty suspicious across. I'm not sure what's going on. And now we rather have like an extra 5 man instead of like
すも
wait, they are Tempe already? Wait, really?
初ドラに
Mm. I'm confused how they got Tempe there, on what tile they broke their social shape. Because I'm pretty sure of Statasi 7-8 so there, and then they deal 6 so before. But I must have missed. I must have not seen something there. Um, setting up for a painful hand here with the honor card, but the painful is pretty foul anyway. But the honors aren't that great without a second pair, because if you pawn, you need a second pair, and we are just not having that here. Just got the real shape here. We can keep the 8 so for the 6 so, but the 7 8 the 8-9 is just way too weak. 3-4-5 Sansuku is possible here. Basically, if we really want to open for it, it is possible, but without it, it's pretty tough. It's pretty tough to get the Sansuku. Hmm. If we do like 7-9 pin here, we can got the 3-man here. Um, there are still certainly some Tenhou upgrades here with the 6-man, 6-pin here. 5-pin technically is also some upgrade. Here we can got the 7-pin and then we can try to get a 3-4-5 Sansuku, which we are talking about. If we don't have the Sansuku, we are trying to keep the 7-pin here. And then if we do 6-7-pin, you can go 9-pin, 9-pin for Tenhou. But the Sansuku is the thing here, what we can go for. So we're just trying to get the Sansuku here. We probably have to also just open for it, unfortunately, because of tournament, moves open. And it's getting kinda late as well. We don't have tour acceptance, so we have to be careful about some Turas as well. There is always some safety 9-pin, 9-pin here. If we get on down here. Hmm. No, oh my god, disaster. Oh my
タン
god.
ドラ
That my Sansuku, disaster. It was Nakasuchi. I feel like, I don't know, like, I could have just got the 3-pin there. I guess 3-pin. Are we losing because of this boost on this Nakasuchi? Oh my god. We might be losing because of my deal in there, because I didn't got the 3-pin. I didn't follow got the 3-pin there for my fake Sansoku. Got baited. Just didn't think there was any chance on this KB 8-pin at the 6-pin deals in. Uh, I would love to see it, but like we don't need the 7 so to complete our hand, so it's not too vital. Like the 100 doesn't do anything here anyway. Uh, Rampeiko time.
失敗しちゃったかも。ポン。
Bye. We just got the 8 man here. We can got the 6 into the 8, but we can just got the 8 into the 6, so Nakashuchi. Nakashuchi is always safe. You've seen it last time. Nakashuchi is always safe. And if it's all like a 5 or 4, so we can got the 6-8, and then we can have the run Peiko. Classic, classic.
C.
Reach. Trace on.
Oh my god.
G.
You also don't have any good save towers. Oh no, one hand pad wait here. Oh, one hand pad wait here against a Tilo manga and then a Riichi. Fantastic.
つも実力の差は明白だ。
Riichi Nan. Double Nan. We might actually get lost because we are too greedy on our Sansaku. Yeah, we might actually lose because of that. I really wonder, like, it's just a repeat there, like, there's no excuse there. I don't even have to check the AI. You have to do that, but the saves are very weak. Mm. Let's say this one monk god. We definitely need to upgrade a few more times. You have like the triple bill here. Um, at least have a ramen.
Pong.
Good to us, but not still very far away from any
C.
kind of hand here. This tune isn't even safe. We have to cut the tune right now if we want to fight it, and never mind. We can just throw the tunes ourselves, right? 2 pin, 1 pin here.
G.
I think we're just way too slow if we don't go it. Um, and we have some chance to get the 7-7 here on the Teotura. And there's a deal in which is not expensive enough here for us at all. This is too Han. You have just getting, you have been getting some mediocre hands, and then the only hand, like the 2 hands that were good were just the knight, or like the one we denied ourselves because we forced the Sansuku. Uh, and without the Sansuku, it's just mediocre, and then we got in on the Naka, and now we are just about to get last place with like 3 Toras here in our hand, because we just can't win this hand. Because it's kinda the saves are non-existent. Uh, We might have to start calling for Kaiten here. Might just start seeing the 7 pin here. Skip, 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 skip. No. We might have to just see to so. We might just have to pawn it. Like that's nothing. Like we are never going to win anyway. The best that we can do is let Torment fall, but I don't think they're going to fall. 3 Turas with no Raku. And there's no West extension ever. We just want to show like 2 Turas here, and then let them win fourth. Like, against my horrible hand here. See, yeah, Rizurunda, okay. Maybe he didn't lose because of my teal in, but he would have still gotten lost, I think. But it's definitely been a lot closer.
私の凄さ
Ah. Didn't even get S rank. He played average. Well, it's not average, it's pretty bad. The A ranks for me are pretty bad. East. Finally a hand that we can win. I didn't think we won any hand last time. Because we just got the knight on our 2 good hands and then we only to like cope its hands. Double friendly master. Let's just got one so we don't have any Peru anyway. If we get a second Raku high here, we do have like a second arm, I guess. There is some toy shenanigans, some toy shenanigans, but one's got one so here so early. I rather try to fish for the honors, I think, here. The standard card, the default card is definitely one of the dragons. If you were wondering, but I'm just cutting it now so I don't have to cut it later. If we throw like a green dragon right now, we can actually honey this hand. Uh, but there is also a Sansaku chance. But the Sansaku is only close only basically. And if we get a green dragon, we are going for the open hand and it's going to be honey. Well, like we can get a Sansaku open, but this is not worth anything. Um, Yeah, got the screen. This 6 month is still good. Like, if we get the ramen upgrades here, we might lose out on the Sansaku chance, but uh, it's just better than this. If we get like an 8 pin here, we can do this. If we got like an 8 pin, we would definitely got 1 2 man, because it would be Ichinomi bad weight. But here we can just greed forever, basically. We can greed this. Until we get the Riichi. Um, it's easy one. Like in a Tompusen, you are forced to go, but we are not forced to go in Hansan. Especially when the best is one cut here. I can get this way harder for people to have the best. The 18 is set here. The 3-man does look good, to be honest. The 3-man does look very good, especially if we get a Riichi. Let's just fake the ramen drop here to make the sushi on the 3-man way more juicy. Uh, but we are having 2 muscle ones, so like they won't be paying any attention to my discards anyway. Like against muscle ones, it really doesn't matter how and what you cut. We should actually just sumo kiri this. Um, like we don't have any upgrades in the social anymore. And if we take Tashi like the 1-man here, it's going to be just way too suspicious. Unfortunately, to have it that 1-man here, but it is what it is.
忍法リーチの術
Yeah. 15 kami Nakasuchi. Yeah. Like, is it double Mushichi? It is. Oh no.
リーチよ
Okay, it passed. It's such an emotional boost, but just because we have a Kamputsu weight here, and the Tora is out, we can actually push it. It also helps Suchi. And the 18 does look good. The 18 is such a free win, but we kinda only want the 15, but... 15 Kami, 15? You are thinking about the 15, right? It's actually double Mushichi in my phone. Okay, that's the 8. No Pinfu.
リーチドラ
Okay. Not down 12k in East 1. Good start. It's actually already pretty late. I just looked at my clock. It is pretty late. I started streaming late because I was watching I'm watching a lot of Twitch myself. I'm watching a lot of streams myself. I just watched some uh, CSGO. Oh, it's not CSGO. I keep calling it CSGO, but it's now CS2, Counter-Strike 2. Um, and that's been pretty good. I've been following that, or I played it like 10 years ago, but I'm still following the esports scene. Um, we have a pretty strong hand here with the Vestora or Seedwind, which no one can really root, so it's an easy pawn here. Yeah, no, don't pawn this 8-man, and then you can convert it later on. I think it will be my last Hanson. It's pretty late for me. But I was watching some CS2 and then I started making some emotes. The emotes, it's follower only, so you only have to follow the channel in order to use the emote. So uh, the other are kinda payable, but it's only 80 tune points to unlock a random sub emote. So they are not that payable, not like to the extent of $5 a month. You just kind of team it yourself and then you have a random subscription emote. I do have some slots open if you have any suggestions for the emotes.
ポン
It's just that the goals have been too mediocre here. It's just kind of sad, but it's just that the goals are well just kind of too mediocre for me. But we have a 7,700 hands if we win, uh, because we need the West basically. I think we can cut 3 into 1 here for this console here, but it's honestly not amazing. But the chance that the 2 months are just never coming out are also quite there. And there are also chances that Kamcha has some West there, which is also not the best prospect to have, because they have a Rakuhai here. We actually can Sananko is, but
忍法リーチ
no, not the Riichi. Bone 6, so it's gonna be Riichi 6 as well. If we get Tempe, it's gonna be the 6 Bone. Like everyone knows that we have the best here now with the 5 card. Like it's no question what we have now. Like this 5 is high tier in raid, but we have 7/7 on the West here, right? Like if we told like a 6/9 or 7 we might have to fold this. If we told a social, we basically have to fold. That is 7 If we told like a 6/9 now, we might have to hard fold this. There's technically some monster sushis left. The 4/7 mon is also probably a fold. So it's 4/7 mon and then 6/9 There's the 7 mon. Now if we do a 9 here, I don't think we can push. Even though it's 1 chance. Yeah, it is 1 chance, but it's really not pushable. Haite, Haite. Oh, it's yeah, it should be very safe.
テンパイ
Okay, that's wait. Oh, the 6/9 pin is technically still there, but I discounted on the 7 pin pawn. I discounted it, but I guess the 6/9 pin was still alive as well. They had two West still as well. Pretty scary. Horrible hand again. Even if he throw a tune here, win rate isn't that high. Even if he throw a tune. At least we are leading, but our hand is also garbage. Again, as per usual, right? It's just so frustrating if you only have those hands and you're just getting full of every single Hanson. It's just becoming unplayable, but it's kind of unplayable anyway. We got just 8 or 4 up here. You're still down like 180 points today. I think the goal here now is don't give the player here on the right Honitsu. Yes, that's the mission now, but we can just give them the south here, and then we can choke them on the social instead. Because the tune is never coming out here. Because we don't have enough value to justify this tune cards. And the Cheetoids Toratanki is also not going to happen here. It's just way too far. If we draw a 2 now, we can actually try to win, but... And now feeding them the social is actually okay, because there is a Tiro Riichi, and then they actually have high Q in rate as well. Like, whenever they see, they lose safe tiles as well, and we want them to fight now. So someone just steals into the other player. That is the idea here. We actually almost can push, but but not quite. It's just almost pushable, but like we don't have value. You can give them the Teriso here, no problem. Shikso Nakasuchi. I think if we say like a 5-8 so here, we are down 8,000 points. Yeah, that's no way to push it, unfortunately. That's just no way. Just anything that doesn't deal in anything. Well, Shimota will have a difficult decision later on. If they draw like a dangerous style, whether they want to push. I don't know why Tormund really didn't have to deal in there. But it's just a Nomi. It's just Riichi Nomi. But like I'm really surprised about the deal in there. Because like there are two people fighting, and then like I'm falling, they should be falling as well here. And then this player just randomly deals in. Like it's not like the lowest deal in the saint here, but just really surprising. You usually don't expect it to deal in. To expect one of the defending players to deal in here, especially when it has been going for like 8 turns, and then everything becomes safe basically. Your entire hand becomes safe, and then you pick some almost safe tile which steals in, and then you're just like a very dumb player basically. I'm kind of surprised to see a Saint 1 there across, but they won't be Saint 1 for long, right? They are almost back to Master.
Come.
Ganja. We really want a Tanjao here, but we can actually get some Cheetoids as well. But I'm really wanting to cut this nice, but it's not going to happen. But we have to have at least Sakikiri in my hand here with the 5 being 5-man. Got right now, next turn. Unless we draw a pair, unless we pair something up for the Cheetoids. We will have to just Sakikiri those middle tiles, but not on the. We want safe tiles, not a random 2-pin here. And then we will be Sakiring probably the 5-man first. Okay, we have Cheetoids here. I have to cut the twice cut too, so and then he can cut the 6-man right after. We just have to prioritize Tempai first and then try to get some safety in our hand later on. Tempai is like the most important thing with 7 pairs anyway. We can't keep that with 7 pairs. It's really unfortunate, but we can't keep it. And I think that was cool like on the 6-man, so we don't really want to 6-man. But this one, so it has been twice cut. And that's the last two, so we are getting trolled here. We are getting trolled on our hand. Oh, shiny hand. The one so, no, still one so left. It's K8 of. The east. I don't see any. Okay, I just have to confirm it. Like, it's just that I'm approaching the tips so often that I don't trust my reading the tiles. But I don't see any east, which is correct. I don't see any east. It's gonna be an east donkey most likely. If we told like have like
失
Tito's
敗しちゃ
for
ったかな。
Turas here. So we really
C
don't
で
have
ござ
to
る。
reach it, but perhaps you can snipe it. There are like extra Turas and the three shows as well. Um, Perhaps you can snipe it on the Tamaton. Like it's just we don't need a Paimon Riichi. We can't say we can Shimokiri chase this. Unfortunately they got a 5 so they are and we would have an Aka Tanki, but
リーチ
we
は
can Shimokiri chase this for the Paimon.
さてこのドラギリは
The wrong Tora there, the wrong Tora. No, this 5-8. No, no, no.
忍法
壮大
天
的
文
Put this
しない
off
だぜ。
so. Oh my god.
タイヤをドラにドラに
Oh my god, this double
リ
manga.
ーチ白ドラ6
Oh my god, the Paimon.
バイマン
Why did we chase this? Oh my god. Why did we chase this? Hey, Beef, we have new emotes. Dora Rocker. Dora Double Ura-san. Oh my god, we've been looking. Oh my god. Oh my god, Riichi Ura 6 on the same town. Cutting up 10 of points. Dude. Like, how did Shimoza have the Mangon as well? Because they didn't have like the research. I don't think they had the 2 months as well. I don't know what they had. They had the manga or they had the 7-7 there. They probably had. I can't even remember what they had. But like, imagine trying to reach for the Paimon and dealing into the Paimon yourself because you reach it.
C でござる。
Yeah, we are just feeding Shimoza and then we are never going to win our hands. Yeah, fantastic. Hey, no, not Zitoids again, please. We learned our lesson last time. Zitoids is garbage. Dude, I don't want the Zitoi.
ポン
The thing is, like, the Toto is just, like, the Toto is just better than the Zenitsu here, unfortunately. Like, even on like a 7P, we can, honest,
カン
give me my
どんなに綺
5P.
麗なアクセサリーでも
No
どちらが
way,
物の
no
力が邪
way,
魔なだけで
no, not this 5 so. No, okay, it's got skipped. We do have a lot of Tura. Like I must say that we do have a ton of Tura here, but like we are just never going to win, are we? Uh, like we need this 5-pin pawn, but we deal the 5-pin afterwards. I'm pretty sure after they got it, and then I couldn't pawn it. Uh, we need the two-so pawn, and then we look like Toto instead of the Chinitsu. And this like a one-hand wait, this is actually Toto. Really? You didn't fold on a 6-man? Dude, I just can't play this game at all. Unplayable. Unplayable.
さて、このドラ切りは何かの策かもしれんぞ。
At least it's my final Hansan. We will be ending up at like 40,050 points. And then if you want a spoiler, we will be there starting probably Sunday. So in 2 days basically. We will be playing Sunday as well. We are just never reaching Celestial, but uh, that is probably better for my streaming career if I never reach Celestial. Uh, because I can't really stream anything when I reach Celestial because I can't stream Trade Room. I can stream Throne Room with 5-minute delay, Ho with 5-minute delay, or Tokuso without delay. But I don't think any one of you wants to watch me playing Tokucho without delay. Mm. We are East London, but it depends on 17 months card on the Torah. Like we can definitely got the 8 Hotel and then fish with the 456 Sansoku. But just because it's Torah, we can it's the 4 Venus is acceptable here. For the Riichi 2 Torahs on the Penson, with the extra chances to draw the Anko to Riso or the 8 here. Hmm. Hmm. We lose the painful, but we gain the I don't know. We bought 5 was probably the best card still. 8 is wait, 8 was better there. Because you're never having Thunder. I'm just thinking about the 6-pin roll, but like I don't know why we are doing this to ourselves. We are just horrible players. I'm so tilted as well with a minus 24k or minus 25k it was. Uh, uh, the 7 stars are dead, so the first 7 was horrible.
リーチ。あ、失敗しちゃったかも。忍法リーチの術。
Yeah, Kami-cha, please deal into 24k. Kami, deal into the Paimon. Yeah. No, disaster. The Ura strike again. Oh, I don't want to see the scores. Can we hide the scores? I don't want to see the scores anymore. B, what kind of channel emotes do you have on the channel? Because I need some inspiration. I have 2 more slots for emotes. So I need some ideas. We just have a Riichi Nomi hand here, and we are down like 19k. We do have a dealership left, but we also had a dealership with like 5 dollars, which we didn't win.
見当違いなところにつけたら邪魔なだけだわ。
But also minus 24k after Riichi, right? Shuanko time, please. One time, Shuanko. Any recommended teamers in chat? Shuanko would be pretty good here, I
どうで
think.
ござる？
What do you think, Shuanko? Shuanko is pretty good.
リーチ。
Anyway, if the hands-on ends here, I will be simming on Sunday. I will be joining the IC Phoenix tournament. Well, I'm captain. I don't know if I'm really joining the tournament, but I'm captain of there. So you can expect to see that in the near future as well. It's actually next week at this time. It starts 30 minutes earlier than this time on next week. There is a captain's match, and then there is a draft happening right after. It's basically a training tournament for weaker players to get stronger. The Conson Fiesta, give me an era, please.
ドラ。
I don't want to play this anymore. Get me out on this Nakasuchi Cup. Because I know the 17 is safe, but like we will be pushing later on anyway. Like, get me out of here, please. I don't want to waste my time here in a Hansan that I can't win anymore because we got double round on the Ura 6. The Ura 6. Hmm. The pair of two swords are pretty nice with the monster stake, but just don't think I have like enough flexibility. Rampeiko time, right? Rampeiko time. We're trying to get some Sunskus with this 2-pin as well. That's why I don't really want to cut
見当違い
that.
なところにつけたら邪魔なだけだわ。
Keep the 5-man for the AK5. Chitochi E something, Rampeiko E something. Just disable calling because there's nothing that we can call anyway. I think we want this 6-9 man weight and not this 1-4. But this is Tora weight, but it's KP 8 man here. So the Toras, the last two 9 man should be pretty good. Unless someone has a pair of it, of course. But any Rampeiko the teamers? Disaster. No Rampeiko. No Rampeiko. Like we really needed the Rampeiko here, but I can't really Tama. Like Tamaton is just not an option. I guess we can Tama run the 9-man for the manga, but like we rather just sumo the Hanuman if we get the 9-man there. And I think the 9-mans are still pretty cool. Because there's a KP8 here. No, no, no. Oh, we also dead. Okay, we are also dead anyway. Okay, that is it for me today. Is anyone streaming here? Dude, we could have Tama, yeah, Tama. Wouldn't have that in, but dude, what
美人は得
minus 280 points. Let's see if there are people on this category. We can rate Kiyasu here. She has been only live for like 1 hour 45, so we'll probably have another few hours at her place. The feed to post stream. And you can spam my emotes there. You can spam my free emotes over there. The follower emotes. You just only have to follow me to spam those emotes. So you can spam the new emotes. So have fun at the other side.